When COVID-19 struck last year, reports of mass layoffs, pay cuts, and increasing poverty levels were reported across the globe. It was particularly worse off in Africa, which was already reeling in a sluggish economy even before the pandemic. Families are under pressure to look for survival means. Unfortunately, in some families, none of the members are spared from the struggle of making ends meet. And this is how hundreds of girls traveled from Uganda to Kenya with hopes of landing on greener pastures to support their families back home. They came to Kenya to work as house helps, but at their tender age, they have suffered greatly. Majority of them never got the jobs. Some of those who got jobs say they were mistreated and made to work even without pay.
I came to Kenya last year, but I came last year, and last year I was at school. So due to Corona, our headmaster sent us home. We go back because of the quarantine. So we came back home. I stayed at home like for 5 months. And in August, my sister sent for me transport and told me that staying at home is not good. You should come and make some money. So I came to Nairobi. And when I came, as for my sister, she went back home because she was pregnant. So I had to work. I worked for the first 5 months, and the 6th one, I was chased away from my job, and I had nowhere to go. So, because in Nairobi, I don't know, the moment I came, they just took me to work. I don't know even Eastleigh, I don't have friends, I was just locked inside. So I moved around, and when I was coming this side of Burhan, I found my Kelowna tribe mates. They were sleeping, and I was asking, what are you doing from here? So they told me, we don't have jobs, and this is where we stay. I said, how do you stay here and it's outside? And they said, we don't have where to go.
This is where about 120 girls have been rescued, and hopefully they can be taken back to their country in Uganda, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. It's sad a lot of girls have got through a lot of suffering. Most of the 120 girls, majority of them are minors. Some of them are already pregnant through defilement. And we also have some women who are already as well pregnant.
We sleep outside on the verandas. As we are sleeping, the chief had come with a large group of men. And he was like, what are you doing from here? We explained everything, but he couldn't understand. He had a bad heart, by the way. We didn't even make any noise. So he just came, because we don't have where to take our clothes, we just put there. He collected all of our clothes, and he went and burnt all from sandals. He burnt all. Some were beaten, and we were told to go away. So we went again in front to a certain tree.
What do they beat you with?
You know nyau nyau?
Yeah.
They used nyau nyau, batons. They were just beating people merciless. Because they were like, you people Maturu, go back to your country. We told them, if you want us to go back, you can bring a can, we go back. We won't refuse, even as we are tired of this life of Nairobi. And again, I got another job. So I went and worked and worked and worked, but even they did not pay me for 2 months. My boss told me I had to come back next month, I'll give you your money. The moment I went back, I found that she has already gone to Somalia. I had nothing to do, so I had to come back still to the street. We struggle to get food, even we sleep on the ground, bathing, you don't get money. Even when you're on periods, you're just suffering. I stayed from there, no clothes, until when Uncle B came and took us. He told us, you come and you sleep there, I have an empty room for you.
Fortunately, Counter-Human Trafficking Trust East Africa, which is known as CHITEA, it's a civil society organization in Kenya, which has given the girls a place they call a safe haven for the time being. It's quite sad just to listen to their stories, the suffering they've gone through. And most of them were actually running away from poverty, especially during the COVID period. Most of these girls came last year when COVID, started biting, especially here in East Africa. They live in separate houses in groups of around 10. The condition is actually not something really to look up to because they sleep on the floor, no mattresses. It's a struggle for the local CBO, which is supporting them, to be able to provide them with the daily needs, considering also some of them are in need of help.
especially the pregnant ones.
It is a safe haven because it has a roof, walls, and a door to keep them safe from the cold nights and sex predators. The girls are in dire need of basics such as sanitary pads, clothes, shoes, and beddings.
Some of the stories actually we realize there are not even middlemen involved. The girls come here and they invite the others. They tell them, oh, we have jobs in Nairobi. So most of them come here and work mostly for the Somali communities. And of course, when they come here, they are promised hefty pay, good payment. But most of them really have to do a lot of work. Some of them have not been paid for the months that they worked for. And they don't even have transport to travel back home. So the only hope now is on the local CSO, that is Chitea, which is planning to repatriate them back to Uganda with the support of also IOM. This is Nairobi, Kenya, a slum called Majengo.
Sadly, 28 out of the 120 girls rescued are pregnant, and 18 of them have contracted sexually transmitted diseases.
For now, what do you want?
I just want to go back home, and if these people could help me, I just wanted to go back to school.